Hello guys, how are you doing?
Good evening. We are having a beautiful sunset over
Yes.
here. And today I want to share with you my experience at the airport. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I have a lot of question marks on what happened, especially recently. And I feel like could this be contributed by my color?
So this is an exceptional thing based on our personal experiences, not based on anything else. It is not to be generalized. So we want to know your personal experiences, guys. We create this video for learning purposes, for you to learn from our experience and we to learn from your experiences in the comment section. And it is very valued, each comment.
Yes, and we hope that you will be kind in the comments and
Yes.
respectful. Disclaimer again, I am not complaining. I am not saying I'm any special. I am not saying that I do not want to obey procedures. I respect procedures. Please don't get me wrong. And I'm not trying to teach anybody their work. I'm respectful. As we have said, again, I have to emphasize, we are just sharing our experience and wanting to know from you guys if this is how it happens, because you will understand later as we explained in this video. And there's a video we made. I was just sharing how frustrating it is to be a weak passport holder, and a lot of people actually took it so negatively. We didn't expect that kind of feedback.
No.
Me being here in the UK or me living abroad does not mean I don't have my own frustrations, and does not mean that I dismiss other people's problems. I think I am allowed to share my frustrations as well, because life is not perfect. And the reason why I would like to say this here is for you guys to understand that there's no point of you guys always seeing us going to the airport enjoying life, but we don't show you the behind the scenes. It's not always as smooth as it appears. We don't only want to show the positive sides, how we are enjoying life. That is so unrealistic. Nobody has their lives perfect. There are ups and downs, and we would like to be that authentic. So please don't get us wrong in this as well.
Yes.
The first time we went to Debrecen, when we were coming back to the UK at the Debrecen airport. So all these happenings are at the Debrecen airport only. I've not traveled much, so I have only had this experience at Debrecen airport. In the UK, I'm always okay. So this is what happened. The first time we went to Hungary, to Debrecen, I noticed that whenever they are screening people, because there are these screening procedures at the airport, the airport control, I have to go through extra or special screening more than anybody else. So the first time I thought it was normal. The second time I also had to go through additional screening. And mind you, most of the time I'm usually the only black person in the area. Like Debrecen does not have a lot of, it's not like diverse the way UK is diverse. You find that in a space, I'm most likely to be the only black person. So the second time happened. The third time happened as well. How many times have we gone to Debrecen? I've even lost count.
Like 4 times, 5 times.
4 times. Yeah. So now
4 times.
Yeah, it happened frequently, and I was like, all the time I was like, maybe this is their procedure. So for those who are not understanding, so at the airport, the screening areas, sometimes they usually pick randomly a person to do additional screening on them. I saw that online.
Basically, this is a pick and choose process, but she is always the one to be picked.
Yes.
And I haven't seen any other person to be screened like her.
Yes. So now this last time when we were at Debrecen, the most recent one was the one that now raised my eyebrows, and I was like, you know what? There is more into this than just the procedures, There's more into this, because guys, we were on the queue and we were at the place where you put your suitcases or your luggage on the, how do you call that machine?
X-ray.
On the X-ray machine, and it goes through the X-ray machines and they see what is in your bag, that section. And then there's this machine, full body scan. You have to stand there, you stretch out your arms like this, and then the machine screens you and you walk through. So now, this time, My husband passed. Like, we placed our bags there. My husband was in front of me. I told him to go in front of me. So he passed. He didn't go through the scanning. Nobody was going through the full body scanner.
No.
But for me,
I was even asking for it. Do I have to stand there? Do I have to do this? No, just go.
they
go,
said
go.
they just let him go, and everybody else who was there at that time was just going through. So for me, mind you, I was the only black person. So I was told to stand at that scanning machine. I was told to stretch out my arms, and I did so. By the way, in the UK airports here, everyone has to go through those procedures. It's for everyone. There's no exceptions.
Yes.
So that's why I was like, why only me? Why do I have to stretch why do I have to be scanned like that? So I was like, it's okay. I didn't raise eyebrows. Now, what shocked me the most,
if it wasn't enough,
if that wasn't enough, the security officer there, those officials there, the lady told me to go to the side. I thought that I would go through the scanning and just walk and pick my bags and go. But now, this time, like, I was so shocked, guys. The lady told me to step aside. So I stepped aside after the full body scan, and I saw her putting on her gloves, and I got confused because she didn't prepare me whatsoever what she was doing. She didn't give me any explanation. I don't know if they're supposed to give explanation.
They're supposed to tell you what's
Really?
going on. What are they going to do?
So for me, she didn't talk to me, and I just saw her put on her gloves. And guys, when I tell you, I was given a full body massage for free. You can't believe me.
Probably it was uncomfortable.
It was so uncomfortable. So she started searching my hair. So I had put my hair on my signature style, like that signature style, the ponytail one. So she thoroughly touched my hair, touched all over my body, beneath my boobs, under my arms. She told me to stretch out my arms. She was checking me like serious checks, downwards, all in my pockets, like telling me to spread out my legs like this, touching me inside here, like here, towards my feet, like full body massage, like seriously searching. Now it was so uncomfortable, and I was kind of feeling embarrassed because I was like, did someone put something on me, or did I carry something illegal unknowingly? I got so scared, and I was like, oh my God, everyone else is watching me. First of all, I'm black there. People are staring at me. Those uncomfortable looks.
That is
like
already uncomfortable.
Yeah, already we have this they stereotype us as criminals. So I was like, maybe they think I am a criminal. Is it my dreadlocks? Because also people with dreadlocks have this like they get stereotyped a lot.
Yes.
The prejudgments. And then she was touching my feet, and I was so shocked.
Did you check between your toes?
Yes, like this. She put, let me show you. She touched my feet like this, told me to remove sandals. I was wearing sandals. So she was touching my feet like this, checking. And then she took my sandal, and she was doing like this, checking.
She was checking like this, your
feet. Yes, massaging. When I say massage, I mean the real massage. And then she took my sandals, and she was doing like this. And I was like, oh my God, I think someone put something on me, and now they are suspecting me. To be honest, before doing this video, I went online and checked, and I was like, maybe I just wanted to know if it happens, and it actually happens. But okay, let me say it usually happens now. But my question is, why is it that I'm the only one who is always picked? Like, why is it likely that I will be picked and he will not be, like, you understand what I'm saying?
Even if I leave on my bed by mistake, or my glasses, and I'm beeping at the gate, even if someone doesn't realize it was the problem is, they don't screen me like that.
Yeah, so I was like, could it be my color that is contributing to this because of the prejudgment they have against us? Like, why me? Why can't I just pass like everyone else, and they pick another person of a different color than me? So that really got me thinking. It was kind of humiliating. Okay, I respect what they do. They can search me all they want. I'm a law-abiding person. They can do all that. But I'm like, why does it have to be exactly me each and every time? It was so humiliating, to be honest. I felt so bad. I saw you were standing on the other side and you were like, what happened? What is going on?
You know the guy with the memes, like
yes,
the question mark.
Yeah.
I was like that. Huh?
Yeah, and the whole
What's
time,
going on?
by the way, the whole time, she wasn't talking to me. She was just doing her search, and I was just being told, turn around. She touches it. She touches.
Did she speak English?
No, I don't know. She didn't speak to me. She didn't tell me nothing. I was, it got to a point how this happened for 5 minutes. Being searched for 5 minutes, So
I didn't realize
it got to a.
I just remember it was long.
Yeah, yeah.
Seemed
You
to be
you
long.
are in charge of our suitcases that were.
Yeah.
So I was like, why? I've even forgotten what I wanted to say. Yeah. So I got so scared, and I didn't understand why they were doing that, because she didn't explain to me. She didn't explain prior what she's doing. I even wanted to ask her, is there something wrong?
When an official needs to scan someone, according to the standards, they must communicate first of all. Second of all, they need to say that you were beeping. We suspect something is not okay, or whatever.
I just want to hear your experiences as you travel across airports in the world. Do you feel like you randomly get picked for additional screening because of skin color, or this was just a coincidence? Is it a coincidence for me to be picked out each and every time, 4 times in a row? Or could it be my dreadlocks also contributing to this? I was also reading online on Google that it's actually a problem, at the airport. This is a problem in especially these big airports, and people my color are complaining about that, they get additional screening, So tell us your opinion. Tell us what you think about this in the comment section. Is it racism, or it is just a normal procedure? But here in the UK, I have never gone through any additional screening. All of us go through the screening the same way, unless maybe the machine detects you have something wrong on you. That's when maybe you can be taken aside. But all of us, if you have to go through the scanning machine, all of us go through the scanning machine.
And I noticed, sorry for cutting you short, I noticed sometimes when we travel, sometimes everyone has to take off their shoes, sometimes nobody has to take at all.
Exactly. In
but
Debrecen.
It is in general.
In Debrecen, I am the only one who, the last time, actually before this time now, the one I got full body massage.
Yes.
The previous time when we were there, I remember I was told to take off my shoes and nobody else was taking off their shoes. I was the only one who was picked out and told to take off my shoes.
Therefore, I always ask, do I also have to take off? No.
And then they tell you no.
And I was wondering, wow.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
it might be something to do with it. Yeah.
Well, maybe, but we don't want to conclude that.
Maybe it's something to do with that I am speaking their language. That's why I don't have to. Maybe I'm in something.
Okay, let us put it this way.
Okay.
In Kenya, every time you came to Kenya, were you picked out because you were different for additional screenings? Were you ever?
Not really.
So if you are also a foreigner of a different color, when you go to an African country, do you also we want to hear from both sides. Yes. Do you also get picked out because you look different, for additional screening?
For me, there was an occasion when I came from Kenya back to the UK, and I brought 2 bags of coffee with me, Kenyan coffee, big bag in my suitcase. And I remember I was just before the lounge when you enter the airport, actually. So when I had to exit, just before that, 2 officers came for me, took me away, analyzed my whole suitcase. I couldn't touch my suitcase. They said, don't touch, we will do the job, don't worry. We will pack everything back as it is. I'm like, okay. Is there anything that you suspect so I can tell you? Do you have anything to declare? And I'm like, well, anything to declare? I don't think so. I brought 2 bags of coffee but that's nothing to declare. There's stuff like that.
Yeah, so you see, for your case, it was coffee, which is understandable. For me,
but that was not the main reason. They searched me thoroughly. Even it wasn't the body screening. It's only for the suitcases.
You see, it is, I think, the coffee, because maybe they thought you can put something in there within the coffee. So at least you had something that's why they took your side. Okay, as much as I don't want to teach them how to do their job, I feel like when there's an additional screening to do like that, I feel like it could be much more respectful if they took me in a room, because there's some airports that actually have special rooms for that. They take me in a room, in a room out of the sight of everyone, because people were looking at me and I was feeling like a criminal at this point. I wish they could take me to a room and do their search there, rather than doing that in front of a lot of people, and I was feeling so humiliated. I was feeling embarrassed. I felt to cry at some point. I wish they took me to a room. But anyway, it is what it is.
Yes, and in addition to that, from her point of view, I can say just it's expected to communicate like what they are going to do. It must be communicated, not just attack her. Like this video, nothing to do with offense, so don't come for us. We really just wanted to share this bad experience and get to know if this is in general, because if it is general, then we might be a little bit more understanding towards it. It doesn't mean it needs to be general only in my city. Okay.
Thank you so much for listening and understanding and being kind in the comment section.
Yes,
I think we should end this video here.
yes
We look forward to your peaceful comments in the comment section down below, and see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.